phone to make sure everything's set on up. Booting up. Twitter is running. Pick is good. Oh, come on. Don't bug out on me. Did the YouTube thumbnail? There we go. YouTube is good to go. Twitch appears to be good. Actually, just work for me. And looks like everything's going good. Give me another moment to double check my other computer. It looks like everything's good to go. So let's go and find a replay. And I just realized there's actually only 2 replays within the recent. Or here, sneeze. Ugh. Okay, those are too short. I did not find somebody for a replay. Let's see, I don't recognize this person, so I can go back farther if I can figure out which one's the right person. Yep, that's way too common. This one. Hidden. And hidden. And here we go, got some replays. 24 minutes, that should be a good start. Plus is 2. Mongols are not very common, and Zuzi's Legacy has been very uncommon as of late. So this should be quite a hopefully unique replay. Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn on the bottom left side is the green Zuzi's Legacy, or Kraki to here. Spawn on top right side is the blue Mongols, who are Chad Makia. Probably. Don't know how to pronounce any sort of name. When it comes to map generation, we do have quite a bit of gold up here for the Mongols player, with the trade post here, the safer one. He is building Ovo here. A bit more stone here, here, and here. While he does have a large stone deposit, boar and deer pretty close by each other with some stone. So this actually may be a good expansion location. You can get the Ovo easily redeployed next to a food here, gold. This may actually be a great expansion location first. It's all nice and congested, easy to protect, especially when Mongols don't have access to palisade walls. And we do see wood being clicked up first, so he's probably going to eye for a spearman rush. He does find a handful of sheep. Going for a bit of gold now. Does have the Imperial Official here. He only needs to collect up a small amount of gold. He always can supplement his gold income with a bit of taxes if he has trouble. And, oh yeah, the other deer deposit for the Mongols is right there. For Chinese, the deer and boar is pretty far away from each other with a bit of stone and gold here. It's not really a great expansion direction. Berries are not super great, but at least with Imperial Official they get plus 20% drop off, so they're reasonable. A reasonable food source, especially compared to Mongols' berries, which Mongols have like one of the worst economies in the entire game. And down here we do have gold, berries, more gold, and more stone down here. So it's probably a better direction for the Chinese player to expand to the right rather than try and expand to left at first. We actually do got gold being collected on up. He did go for 150 wood, and we may aim for some early Kashyyyks, but that's just a guess. And let's go and fast forward in the eco phase if I got to hit that. My first stream of the day, I'm always a little bit off. But then again, I'm just me. I'm always off. He may have everything timed out, so he gets out Keshiks pretty quickly. He has overabundance of gold now for aging up. Meditation Garden's now on the way. Oh yeah, I forgot Zuzi's Legacy. It's been a while since I last cast Zuzi's Legacy, and I forgot about the Meditation Gardens existing. So we'll get it next to gold. Quite a bit of wood here, and this large berry deposit. There are 8 berry bushes here. So you probably get, what, like 45 food, 25 gold, and it could actually be close to like 40 wood. This is a lot of trees. Usually you don't see people get this many trees with the Meditation Gardens. Khan does take some damage there. And we got the Deer Stone with a stable there. He is going to find some early Keshiks. Times 2 Keshik on the way. Very, very good timing. He did have it mapped out quite nicely. And we're going to have to wait a couple moments to see the income, but it's starting to go on up. Looks like it's going to be less. Looks like wood's going to be greater than gold. It should go up to 25, if I remember correctly, or is that... No, or maybe I'm misremembering. Khan does get some damage on that scout. Does get inside town in that outpost. The Khan did regenerate a decent amount of health. Got 2 Keshiks here, so have trouble punching the way through. If he gets out Blacksmith, get +1 range armor, then it would be quite decent. Chinese, and as well as Zuzi's Legacy, do have a pretty effective counter of the heavy units early on. The hand cannoneer slit. And it is 33 wood, 25 gold, and 48 food. So that is a good amount of resources. Assuming that it's not disturbed, it will provide approximately 105 resources per minute. So very, very good. Another ×2 Keshik on the way. We got some spearmen, as well as the hardened spearman research now on the way as well. He is taking time to kill off the deer, but not corralling them to like a little pile for a gear to come forward. So this is interesting play, though I suppose you can always migrate the gear around to these pairs of deer, but moving around the gears are not fun. Now I do have 4 Keshiks in the field, do have 2 spearmen deployed over here on defensive. Keshik's taking some damage. You can always back this one off and let it the tower retarget. Those is going to be doing that now. This is the ranged tower, no hand cannon, so they get +1 range. Yes, manually target there, very nice. Pretty close to getting a torch. Oh, don't charge into that. Does start falling on back. We'll be heading to the Meditation Garden. That's going to be a nice little bank of health for the Keshiks themselves. These 2 wounded Keshiks just spend time and start throwing torches there. Plus, it will do economic damage behind the Meditation Gardens themselves. We've got now the Hunting Falcon there. Get a little bit of health there. Nothing too significant, but nice to have. He sells a speed arrow. Actuality, he activated speed arrow and then tried to charge back on in. Though granted, the speed arrow only lasted 5 seconds. Got Fast Castle for those Zuzi's Legacy. Shaolin Monastery, that'll give him some battle monks, which are a pretty good unit. They are a little bit pricey at 200 food, but they only cost food. But he can start getting the relics. Unable to get a charge there, and now these Keshiks are falling on back. Villagers migrating up north to the berries. He may be out of sheep. He is out of sheep. Looks like maybe the Mongol player had trouble cooking up sheep. Obtain the wild sheep. As berries are not a good food source, he is putting a large number of villagers on berries. At least the Yam network will at least make them move a little bit faster in between deposits. Oh, he went for the gold deposit. My bad. And going for Stepford out. He is going to be eyeing for external gold before internal gold. It may be a good idea. We got Spearman being fought by the Zuzi's Legacy. So if he can just keep these Keshiks alive and let them just go around raiding, he could try something stupid and go for a fast Imperial to get out the Cognitive Palace, which will provide massive value over time, especially if you go for it early, since you have plenty of spare population space. And then do something more stupid and get tech advantage. Magadai could do some decent work, similar to like Zunchnu's, with high attack speed, lower damage. Like I said, stupid ideas. But the Khan himself, if he ages up, will get goes from like 3 damage to, or 4 damage to like 20, something actually reasonable. Kesh is doing a good job of running around. Both players now in Castle Wage do have 2 battle monks on the field, Shaolin monks. That's a scout. Does use a speed arrow there. Does get some good strikes there onto that scout, and does take the scout there. Now the Khan's up with 6 damage. Exotic Doggo getting some bites there. He could try conversion, but probably will not get the conversion off in time. Veteran Keshic Research now deployed on the field. Got some Palace Guard being put on the field, some early Palace Guard. Right now, the Chinese players just being crowd saying space. Steppered out is... Oh, looks like he never queued his units back onto gold. He orders units to build the monastery and they get automatically retasked to wood and not to any sort of other resource. Took a stab there. So his villagers were gathering up wood. Maybe that was on purpose. He has spent the wood he collected on up and do got now a pair of man-arms to the field. Maybe he did collect that wood up on purpose. I don't know. There's now a Shaolin monk there. If remember I saw that correctly, I don't think Shaolin monks do properly get the +1 relic down there. There's a large number of spearmen there. Keshik's it's not carrying a relic though, we're gonna have to dive it. Not really worth diving it. We've got multiple man-at-arms on field. And Mongol man-at-arms, if I remember math correctly, comparing Palace Guard to the Mongol man-at-arms. Imperial Age, they will beat out the improved army tactics, so Mongol man-at-arms can be decent. They're not super powerful, but they do have at least a good step above other more man-at-arms based civilizations. But simply put, the improved army tactics is actually better than English's armor-clad. So without the influence of Network Castle and Network Citadels, Mongol man-at-arms will beat English man-at-arms in 1v1 combat with that upgrade. Between those 2 upgrades. But granted, there's always bigger other effects in play. We do now have the separate out being retasked. One thing that's also different is Palace Guards move decently quick, so they're able to hit these villagers. Mongol man-at-arms can do the same with the Yam Network research, but he has not researched the Yam Network. No, he does actually have the Yam Network. I mean, he doesn't have access to the Yam Network in that region, or actually man-at-arms. He is going for a big round of pastures, so he's not eyeing to pull out another Ovo. And then some deer here, no gear, may want to get the gear. And if he doesn't really want to take on that boar, he can send the Keshiks over here to do that. Here we go, got a gear rotating around. Separate out, redeployed here. He does have a good number of man-at-arms field, but now got a round of crossbows, so he may be going to cool off the man-at-arms production. Some of those man-at-arms are actually quite wounded now. No Mongol shaman on the field, so no healing for them. Got a good number of pastures here. We've got 7 pastures. And they're all next to an Ovo, so 7 times 4 is 28, so they can support a 28 villager food income. He has 31, so... But some of that is deer over here. So you will get a bit of a surplus of sheep, which is good. And if anybody wants to know a good way to task sheep inside the town center, micro wooden sheep to go and sort of clip into the wall like you do with most sheep in the early game. Then order your pastures to rally at that sheep that's inside the walls, and then all the sheep will actually rally to the inside rather than the outside, rather than just. And you can click on the sheep better than click on the town center for rallying. Maybe I should do a YouTube video on that. A little bit of a short. I don't really do shorts at all, but that may be something I could do for a short as an explanation. One moment, I think I see something wrong with my stream. Yeah, I should fix that up. Keshik's moving around. Oh, Green has gotten professional scouts and actually is using it. Very impressive. So there's actually a pile of deer here. Oh dear. No, that joke's not going anywhere. Yeah. Green has claimed every single relic. Remember as well, the Shaolin monks do not show the +1 or +2. And he has deposit 2 in, which means 4 and 5 are right there. So there's relic number 4. He's going for Skin Monastery. Going for Wolo, which does a good job warding away. And he can always go for some pagodas later on, but he needs to be Yuan Dynasty to get pagodas. So he could try advancing to the next dynasty. Or get out pagodas. The Chinese players also has 3 town centers. I've not been paying attention to how many town centers. So the Chinese players are going to be start spiking village numbers. He almost has enough gold to age on up. The village number is actually not too significantly ahead. The Ovo is depleted. You can always redeploy a monastery there and get the monistic shrine upgrade. Alright, decent number of man-at-arms and crossbows there. He's fighting against a good number of everything. Spearmen, palace guard, crossbows, and a couple Zinchus. But the Zinchus just 2. That may have been from what landmark was that from? I'm trying to figure out what that is. When you get a rebate on the units upon building structures. Now the Meditation Garden's taking some severe damage. Ah, the Jangan Tower, yep. This game mixed up with the Chinese landmarks. This is quite a bit of torch damage here. He has some crossbows to hit the units running around, so most of the Meditation Gardens will go down. Those units are going down. The landmark does go down, and it's backing on off now. You also got nested bees here. More of the scouts bring back some. Oh, I'm going to say bring back some bacon, but you can't pick up 4 of your scouts in multiplayer or in the campaign. Line of walls going up for Green. He maybe iron just help keep the area secure, as well as perhaps get a trade. Now I'm taking some damage. The Mongol player is just going for straight for crossbows and man-at-arms, not eyeing for any sort of wood. He has the effects of the stepward out. This guy should still roaming around in his opponent's space. Shaolin Monk takes some damage there. Good volley down those man-at-arms. Got a decent number of crossbows here. Very good, more than just decent. Catches are running around, some of them to take some damage. Don't see any of them went down. Blue's backing off now. Man-at-arms take some damage. We got 20 spearmen, 22 crossbows for Zuzi's Legacy. The Mongol has 30 crossbows and 15 man-at-arms. Problem is, crossbows are not really the unit that the Mongol player wants at this moment. Regular archers probably do a little bit better at the moment, but he's been so focusing on a gold-based economy and not really getting a whole lot of wood. He has a good number of sheep in stockpile as well. He shall lead those sheep to glory and not to slaughter. Some men or necessities there. Spearmen do get good volley onto those Keshiks. Additionally, the Khan's arrows on cooldown. We do not see the Whistling Arrow. He really should either get the Whistling Arrow to soon. Either increased attack speed arrow or the increased armor speed or armor arrow would both be very useful in next coming conflict. Deerstone should be forward, which will provide a young network. Using Deerstone aggressively. Let's common. A bit more feasible on defense. And his crossbows just getting knotted by those nested bees. Another volley of them gets hit there. Holding the crossbows really main. Keshik's charging way forward. Flanks on in. He'll be punching his way forward now. Crossbows take some damage. Greens have maintained great kill value compared to his opponent, but the SBs do go down, even out a little bit, but overall Green's been very cost effective. Not to mention he has a better economy, so both being cost effective and better economy means you're going to be skyrocketed pretty far forward. Looks like the boars here, 7 villagers, no loom, or not loom, textiles. There's a good chance that maybe one of those villagers, or 2 of those villagers may have went down there. Step right out, rotating around. The Skier Nevin rebuilt. Oh, and yep, migrating structures are not good. The separate out trying to set on up, but it's getting interrupted. It deploys out the gear there on the other side of the berries, so the gold will not be actually dropped off nearby gears. As of right now, he needs to find something to deal with this force. He has his fighting against spearmen crossbows with a back line of Nessa Bees. Soon gonna have 5, 2 Spring Galls in the build queue. And maybe... Am I going to say something stupid? Would Magadai actually be useful in this situation? Probably not. Either way, we do have now these main arms pushing way forward. Trying to torch down that wall. Got a Spring Golden placement here. Khan goes down. Maybe trying to get a scouting arrow, but does spot this gigantic army. Man, I was back down to off now. I think Red Archers would do the Mongol players some good. Able to hit those spearmen more effectively. Hit the crossbows probably a bit more effectively. Zuzi's legacy economy is doing quite well. Has a massive wood reserve, good gold reserve. He is out of here. Nope, there's actually still some deer remaining. There's the farm economy going on up. I was not paying attention, but we got a massive number of granaries, some mills. This area is going to be bringing the food. I wonder if that affects berry collection rate as well. It says farm collection rate. I'm just wondering if it also affects berries. Rain splitting up his force there. Crossbows trying to engage down here. Man arms pursuing this force. 26 villagers here. Not enough storage for all these villagers. Does have 15 villagers there, providing some good fire support. Got a bit of basic blacksmith research for Zuzi's legacy. Mongol player has range damage and melee damage. Going for their range armor now. Mongol player has no more stone on income. And just keeping the sheep going. Temple Sun now being built right here. This should give him access to configurable bonuses, as well as age 4. He also has plenty of gold and other resources, so he can get out his university technology and his elite research no problem. I think Divine Defense probably good. Gunpowder units, which I believe does include Nessa Bees, gain +1 to range, probably would not hurt. At least not him. SB's firing. and some damage there. Deerstone has been redeployed, so now he has a bit more mobility. Speaking of mobility, oh, but they're getting annihilated. That is campaign level damage. That is enough speeds to wipe out entire formations. Crossbows here. The man-arms gonna have trouble punching through because they were wounded. And the Mongol playbacks of the game just lost too many forces on that advance. This is Great saying, thank you for watching. On the next replay. Let's see. That was that one, so let's make our way downwards from here. 17's a little bit short. 23, let's try to go for a little bit longer. Here you go, 31 minutes. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. Small on bottom right side as the Cyan Order of the Dragons, we have Krakid here. Small on top left side as the Magenta Zuzi's Legacy, we have Athena Toy. Points for the mill, and study for the berries, not until the sheep are collected on up. When it comes to map generation, we do have a decent amount of gold and berries back down here. But the Dragon doesn't get any improved berry collection rate. We also got the deer. He's immediately going for the deer. A little bit bold, but it will give him a good amount of food income. And for the gold placement, of course, too small there. Got two small and a large in the middle, so you could try securing up this area. Large gold on the side. These two sacred sites can be fit in the same screen. And his boar is way out the corner, so he's probably not going to touch that. Will not be able to pet Pumbaa. Zuzi's Legacy has a small, nice little silver resource here, including 2 gold deposits and a stone. 2 berry deposits next to a stone here, next to the deer, so quite a bit of food here, and his other food deposits not too far, so and a bit of gold, more stone. This is a very congested resource. How much food would you get from the berries? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, I miscounted that. Berries. Got this meditation garden there will be influence. At least one gold, 1 stone, a little bit of berries, a little bit of wood. I'm not sure if it can affect that other stone or other gold deposit. That will be very good. Guess I have to wait and see. Menwork Palace not being blown on the field. I'm for the fast, good blacksmith research, cheaper research, faster research, and unique technologies. And let's back out of this, switch over to the Chinese player. It does not appear to touch that gold deposit. That may be an oversight. I think it's better to get a bit of extra gold than it is for the wood. Because if he would just place that around here, he could have got quite a bit, double gold. Guys have to wait and see. Let's see. Yeah, he's getting less wood than gold, so it would have been a net increase of profit getting both gold deposits in range. Now, so it's going for a faster castle because we've got quite a bit of resources being stored on up. Order of the Dragons also eyeing for a faster castle as well. So, Regni's Cathedral versus Shaolin Monastery? I'm guessing. Could be for Bolgrav Palace. Both are good. Regni's Cathedral and Shaolin Monastery. So I did guess correctly. We do now have the Incanir slit there. Zuzi's Legacy definitely needs to get those battle monks. Hopefully he scout out a good number of relics. You're now got some sheep being sent on home. The deer still being collected, but they're almost fully collected. Luckily, there's some berries nearby. It may be best actually to start collecting the berries rather than go home to the sheep. Berries do collect up slower, but they are closer by. Oh, there's another deer carcass there. Additionally, it'll prolong the sheep, but maybe a bit harder to actually claim the berries later on. Dragon Tower not being put on the field, which gives Song Dynasty. Shaolin Monk does offer good fighting capability. Maybe a good idea for the Shaolin Monk to fight the Gilded Horseman. 15 damage, 1.7 versus 15 damage at 0.75, so more than double attack speed with more health and 2 melee armor. So yeah, the Shaolin Monk will beat the Gilded Horseman in 1v1 combat. It is a 200 resource unit versus 240. That prelate needs to get healing that monk. Now got another Shaolin Monk here. Taking some damage. He's going to be bopping that. Not getting hits there. Getting distracted. He should have been hitting that prelate because he's trying to steal the relic, and now the prelate will get the relic. And he's just trying to run away from the Gilded Horseman, so poor control there by Magenta. The prelate was the higher priority target. Sure, the Gilded Horseman can attack, but the prelate achieves the objective. Exotic Doggo getting some bites there onto the prelate. He wants the stick that he's carrying. Magenta or Sign has picked up 2 relics. Remember, Shaolin Monks do not show the +1 relic there, but seeing there's 2 Shaolin Monks on the field, the other one, I don't think has picked up a relic. But the Gilded Knight will take up the Shaolin Monk. The prelate does get saved. So it looks like the Zuzi's Legacy will... There's this other Shaolin Monk. Will go home empty on relics today. There are 2. Let's see, 1 more picked up. He actually claimed 1 relic, never mind. And this other one is still very safe, so you will get 2 relics. Regni's Cathedral will make those 2 relics worth 6. Gilded Knight is still on the field. Scout has good vision of him. Very good vision, seeing he's now trying to stab him. Scout may go down. There's 29 health. The Gilded Knight's charge is 45. The base attack will be enough to kill the Scout right now. Dragon Tower now put on the field, which will give him a bit of a rebate for his unit to poison out. Scout down, not big surprise. And now got the Spearman getting ripped apart as well. Right now, they're just hardened spearmen, not veteran spearmen. I've got some crossbows on the build queue as well. Hardened spearmen research now on the way, or veteran spearmen research. And these knights get some good hits there. Does get the village inside of the village. Shaolin Monk getting some hits there. Does have good damage. 15 damage per strike versus 5 melee armor and now 5 range armor. Slowly being whittled down by the various defensive emplacements. And now it looks like Science Knights will be falling back. There's a scout. Yeah, so it's 3 prelates on the field. Falling back these knights to the prelates would be a good idea to get them healed on up. Maybe another lumber camp would be a good idea. Let's see, 25, 25, 16, 36. Yep, I still believe he should have got both gold deposits in. Because getting plus 50 gold free over time is a little bit better than getting additional 10 wood. Also, Swabia now going on up. And we do have now a granary. Zuzi's Legacy is very far from aging up. Multiple sacred sites being captured by Cyan now. The Palace Swabia will allow him to fabricate villagers. Zuzi's Legacy does, of course, have 2 town centers. Soon to be 3. Palace Swabia will give the Order Dragon player 4 villager queues. Or 3 additional villager queues, I should say. So, he will catch up to Magenta. Will take a little bit of time, however. Additionally, as well as Order the Dragon, you have to assume his villagers are 20% more expensive while providing 28% more effectiveness. So effectively plus 8%, which is roughly 3. Let's just... Yeah, let's assume 3, so let's assume he's up to 41, roughly. 6 sites captured on up, or not 10%, yeah, plus 20%, so actually effectively 50. Closer, assumed by 25%. So the villager count is very similar, so the Order Dragon will be start pulling head in economy, but only get a slight advantage. What's going on up? Do have no more additional knights. I wonder if those knights are being healed up. They have been healed up. Very nice. More walls going on up. A number of spearmen there, more than adequate to deal with those knights. That Guild of Horsemen is also still alive as well. We've got now Tidevarn, among other fortified research going on up, so he's gonna probably get some cannon placements around his base. Cannons with relics. There's one relic, no cannon just yet. There's a relic inside this one, being fortified, no cannon just yet. And there's the other one as well. Once the cannons get built, they will provide excellent defense. Order the Dragon players roughly has pulled ahead in villager count. If you add another about 13 villagers, be at 66 rather than 63. Probably a good idea for the Order Dragon player not to go past 100 villagers in total, since his villagers are very population efficient. But he still has a long way to go until that point, to say the least. Farm's now going on up. He will get a bit of stone income from the relics, but it'll still take a bit of time. Wolf getting some bites there. Cannon placement now being researched. Some of these villagers still may go down. He does not have textiles, but their health is still slightly better. Some of them do get inside the villa onto that outpost, only one gone down. There's a bombard there. And these spearmen will be cleaned up no problem. Right now they have 110 health. The bombard does 94 damage with all the extra arrows. The damage to kill them is going to be pretty easy. Multiple forearms now going on up. Stables now going on up for the Zuzi's legacy. He has almost enough food to age up, has enough gold to age up. I have a good feeling he's going for the Zuzi's library. And probably go for 1,000 crossbow, 1,000 bolts, or was it 10,000 bolts? He's trying to go for some dragon cannoneers, the Gilded Hand cannoneers. As well as some Gilded Lance connects, but his composition is not exactly set in stone. A little bit of everything at the moment. He has plenty of gold for getting out the university technology. Gilded Knight is wounded and will go down. Or was it the Gilded Horseman? I always get those two mixed up. Dragon Cannoneers do offer high attack speed. The spearmen will be picked off no problem by these various forces. And now these crossbows are starting going down. We've got the elite crossbow research, so maybe it is going to be eyeing for 10,000 bolts. Elite Lance Connect research on the way. 10,000 bolts is being researched. What should he put his other research into? Let's see. There's the monastery, there's the library. Spearmen, horsemen get a fire and lance mode charging. That could be useful, but maybe not. It'll make your cheaper units more effective. The dynastic protectors can get access to Imperial Guard and UN Raiders. UN Raiders are more or less an anti-cavalry unit, while Imperial Guard, not cavalry, anti-villager unit, while Imperial Guard are just a super heavy cav. And he's fighting against Dragon Cannoneers, so maybe not so much that. Imperial officials get increased health, increased maximum gold while carrying, and increased ability, which is always quite nice to have to get additional officials. And bombard of area effective bombards. Not a really big fan of that technology, but it could be useful. Getting bombards a bit of AoE if this point goes to Mass Dragon Cannoneers, or Gilded Hand Cannoneers. The name change always gets me confused. Originally they were called Dragon Cannoneers. Second site being decaptured there. Harlech goes down. Got a defensive keep here. Couple spearmen here, but they will quickly get ripped apart. Yeah. Order the Dragon Player is not committing to any sort of force. He's actually got a lot of resources stockpiled up. He may be trying to read his opponent's composition before he's deploying out anything. I'm not sure. He has a good number of production structures on standby. But for more production structures, barracks, siege workshop, archer ranges. These spearmen research on the way. Maybe he will go for the fire lance upgrade. What exactly is it called again? Roar of the Dragon. Mount Zulu Academy. That is the Imperial Official Age 3 landmark, so we'll be eyeing to go to the Yuan Dynasty. And this will also allow him to get out not only pagodas, and which also include more production queues for battle monks, which can be very useful to mix those guys in since they only cost food. They can go into most compositions and offer a bit of damage against the various ranged forces you may fight against. We just got more production structures for the Order of the Dragon Player. He's not deploying out anything. He's going for the Zornhau upgrade, chemistry, reinforced defenses, and the Golden Cuirass. Second site's being captured, decaptured. These units who get hit by the bombard emplacement. +2 Imperial officials. +1 deployment of Imperial official. Horsemen there. Now I've got some Gilded Man arms being put on the field. Capturing these various sacred sites. Whereas that wood is being cleaned up there. You need to start venturing on the map to get more wood. Maybe over here that's a safer spot than perhaps going for the large one across the side. Horseman goes down. Collecting up this gold quite quickly. Both sides stockpile resources. Got another 1,000 stone invested to this stone deposit. It's going to be investing 900 stone to get another net deposit of 300 stone. Spots these various forces. Definitely a mixed force. He doesn't see anything that's really anti-cavalry. other than, of course, hand cannoneers, but they are anti-everything. So you could eye for the dynastic protectors to get access to the Cadians. Stone outcropping being collected up. Villagers migrating down south towards this gold deposit. He does have enough stone for another keep, maybe useful. This gold deposit being remain untouched, keeping that in reserve. Spearmen running around. Science building some basic walls there. There's nothing traversable up here, though this actually would be a great spot for the outposts. In Age of Empires 4, high ground does not improve any combat benefits, but does provide increased vision range. You have a pink keep there. Trying to pull this out in between the two sites to keep this area secure. Whoops. Look at the mini map. Experiment pushing forward. Does cancel the keep there. Building the keep there. 10,000 bolts do offer good damage. Or I found the ones in news. Villagers back down off. Dragon Cannoneers gain some good damage. And now these villagers are very exposed. He does have an expendable number of villagers, Magenta, but he does lose his army there. More villagers migrating around, trying to build some stone walls here. Just won't protect the gold mine. They can always throw the villagers on top of the walls themselves. Dragon Cannoneers do offer a decent amount of health. Regular hand cannoneer health is what, 130? So these guys have a little less than double. Wait, he does have the Zornhau upgrade, so that means these villagers take some bleed damage from that halberdier. Or not halberdier. The Lance Connect. So they're all quite wounded right now. Got some more spearmen here. The armor tech is on the way for Zuzi's Legacy. Walls getting hit there. Crossbows have been upgraded with incendiary arrows. Dragon Cannoneers, I think they're overkilling some of these spearmen. Maybe not, but the Science Force will go down here. Overall, Sign does have higher kill bounty, but I'm not sure if Magenta's kill bounty or kill destroy value is actually properly calculated. Owl's Hex Eye is captured by Cyan. Small number of units there. Signs are falling back. And we do have the second research there, this one on the right, which was the bomb AoE effect on bomb bars. So he has this other research. We're in charge by 4, now falling back. Got these Gilded Man arms being picked on off. Bombards firing away. Doing some decent damage on those man-at-arms. More of these crossbows being pulled them out. As does a handful of spearmen just to hold the front line. Right now, the Order of the Dragon player may want to go for more lance attacks. They'll help punch through the various front line quicker, as well as they won't get countered by the crossbows. Their damage output's still pretty good. Bombard does 6 hits there. Keep taking some damage. Some good hits there on that keep. Spearman charging way forward, crossbows get on their way back. Springballs only have good many targets here. We have some lance connects on the field as well. Not really getting AoE damage with them, but overall the Dragon Cannoneers are in very good position. Slowly backing off with the Gilded Man-at-Arms. Getting some damage there. You perhaps could hop inside the keep to keep them safe, as well as get some garrison arrows firing, which is better than getting overran by the Dragon Cannoneers. Got some Palace Guard here, which are early Palace Guard, so not super great at the moment. Keep taking some damage. Doesn't have anything to stop the bombard. Dragon Cannoneers push way forward. So the bombard's going down there as well. Springballs do have the increased range. Will be cleaned on up. No lance connects there to gain any bleed damage. Keep still taking some damage there. Side does have 114 village versus opponent's 126. Both of them basically maxed out economic upgrades. Well, I wouldn't hurt the Order Dragon Clark get additional melee armor, so his opponent's spearman do less damage. And overall, the opponent's spearman is just getting annihilated. Crossbows engaging. The short valley for both sides are very similar. Magenta has a slight advantage. Another bombard here being repaired up in combat. Or not in combat just yet. Keep still take some hits. One bombard firing away to destroy the keep. Magenta's trying to regroup his forces. Some are getting hit. There must be a scout nearby spawning into that shrubbery, or there's one guy exposed. Turns way forward. Spearman push way engaging. Horseman come around for a pretty nice flank. He is also has a sacred side to victory against him, which actually has become more and more prone. Horseman charging flank, but they're getting focused annihilated. Hardly did anything there. His hand cannoneers are being inspired by the prelates there, so they're doing 52 damage per shot, which is actually quite absurd, as well as have really good attack speed. Right now, the Order Dragon's cannoneers are just far too numerous here. Most of the army is locked up with his cannoneers and does back of the game. This is Adam Great saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Marcus on next replay. I need to grab a nearby drink. I'm getting a little bit thirsty. One moment, please. Sorry about that. Thank you. If you have any preference in players, just let me know. Though I can't guarantee that I can cast somebody. Can't speak right now. Can't guarantee I can cast somebody due to the fact that they could be locked their replays being viewed. Like, oh nope, not like this. Also, I can't guarantee as well, because random maps, for some odd reason, I just have trouble downloading random maps. Not random maps, custom maps. But random maps are always fun to cast, because you never know what they may do. Still too short. That is far too short. 12 minutes. Oh, and another note as well. Some odd reason, my main menu is very, very laggy. Some odd reason, it is something involving the writing speed of my hard drive, and I have no idea why. It makes no sense. Wait. Oops, I actually did that one yesterday. I think? No. Did I? I did an episode of English yesterday, but I don't think it was VorTX. This one should be fine then. Something there, and there we go. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another HPARS 4 replay. Don't know why I had trouble saying the word 4, or number 4. So on the south side as the red English, we have one Puppy Paws. On the north side as the blue Abbasid Dynasty, we have VorTX. Berries being collected up here. When it comes to map generation, we do have... Oh yeah, this is a custom map, I think. Got the 3 large gold deposits in the center, as well as 2 large stone. That's pretty much standard, so this game becomes more or less a King of the Hill style, and a fight over the center. For the Abyss player, we do have deer next to some berries, so that's good amount of food there. The sheep is standing watch over the region. This map does offer 3 or 4 small deposits of 3 deer, so maybe a group of professional scouts and bring home the nut bacon would be nice. The venison. The English player has a pair of farms here. English farms, of course, dirt cheap, so it's less likely to expand the map. He'll likely not touch these berries. He also has a bit of gold, stone, and deer here. So his other gold deposit is pretty safe. Small stone deposits spawn a little bit forward. Abbasid stone deposits are pretty safe, especially this one. Even though it's forward, there's quite a bit of natural foliage. Foliage? I can't speak, can I? But either way, we've got the Abbey Kings now being employed on the field, as well as the military wing. Abbey Kings, of course, will give him a free king, and the military wing will give him a pair of spearmen and archers, among other things. We got quite a bit of sheep there, from both players. Red does find a 10th and 11th sheep there. Blue has 4 there. And it looks like almost all the sheep's been claimed for the English. He needs to drop off those sheep, sends them to the mining camp so he can send them to the town center. He has a decent number of sheep there. It looks like the English did better in sheep, because that's 9 sheep in total, and he immediately went for the berries. So the English player has 12 sheep there, 8 the other 3, so 15 versus 9. So the blue has, or red has found 6 more sheep. The king's now being built, spearmen and archers pushing their way forward. The English player looks like eyeing for a secondary town center, almost enough stone. Taking some damage there. And the English villagers are going to stand and fight. Their damage is similar to regular archers without the bonus damage or the attack speed or the health to back it up. They're basically a weak archer, a militia archer if you will. English player does get a 293 stone. He needs 350 to get the town center. You could try getting this stone instead. The king is deciding to push his way forward. Blue scout may have spotted it. Taking time to get enough wood. He has enough wood for a town center. Now he's going to brave his villagers. It's good volley there. And now with number of castles, they have increased attack speed. As well as sheer numbers. The king makes his way forward. Does not get a spear brace there. Villagers to get a good volley there. Takes up both the spearmen, allowing the archers to be picked off by the king. Villager does get inside the town center, and everything gets cleaned up. Plus, the English town center does have 2 arrows rather than just 1. Small, important for the Dark Age and a little bit in the Feudal Age, but that's about it. The Abbasid player has deployed out secondary town center as well, gain some berries now. Still built a mill to improve the capacity of the berries. Very important since they get plus 30% collection rate as well as plus 30% or plus 100 max capacity. King's now moving around. Ding dong, there's a scout nearby. Murder him. Gold deposit being clicked on up. You may eye for the White Tower in the center of the map, or you can eye for the King's Palace to get the tertiary town center queue. Villager may go down there. Does go down there. Villager's got a bit of a shank onto the king as well. At 60 structures, of course, get plus 20% production speed on villagers, which 60 structures is probably a castle, if not Imperial Age target. So that's likely not going to be a possibility. So both players have been 2 villager queues. Both sides have killed off 1 villager. The Abbasid player has a single villager lead, or make that 2 villagers, so about 1.5. Oh, he's gonna try. He tried to snipe or pick off that wounded villager there with a scout. It has 8 health remaining, so another 8 more shanks and he's down. And now the king's charging with 4. It gets a good charge attack there. And does not get a kill on the villager. Must have hit the wrong villager. King takes some damage. The scout may want to take time to start torching down the walls. The king could take time to stay out of combat to get the health regen. House and barracks now going on up. There's a health regen out of combat. And looks like English players have already aged up. Let's see which landmark he goes for. The villagers here building. Goes to the White Tower. I don't know why them moving there. I thought could have sworn it was going to be the King's Palace, but the White Tower is now being put on the field. Which also act as a production queue for whatever he chooses. Probably be eyeing for some knights. Abbasid player could counter with some camel riders. And he is going to take time to torch down that wall with a scout, allowing the king to get its health regen going. Ultra Wing now being researched, which can get him cheaper and faster technology. The medical centers is a bit of a niche technology, but can be useful. There's no trade posts on this map, so it is not a good idea to go for the trade wing. Though I believe you can still trade with your own markets, but it has like a 75% reduction or 25% less reduction in resources. So it is still possible you can self-trade, but still probably not worth it. English player likely, if the English player is able to age up to Imperial Age before his opponent, he should probably go with the Berkshire Castle instead of the map. Be a bit more risky trying to rush that out, but will provide some great defense. If he ages up second, it may be a good idea for him to actually go for the Weingard Palace, the Werngard Palace. The Werngard Palace can give him access to dirt cheap trebuchets to help siege down any sort of entrench emplacement in the center of the map. While if he is also all the way back at home, the Berkshire Castle will of course provide good defense, but you're still in a losing situation. And that's why it's simply a prolonged losing situation. It's all about who can conquer the center of the map will do just fine. And the Berkshire Castle can provide excellent coverage to all of them. Absent player is now aged on up. Knight falling back with some spearmen. Absent spearmen on the field. Not even hardened spearmen, just regular spearmen. There's a hardened spearman research. Additionally, if he goes for mass mana arms, they may not do all too well versus the powerful Giloms the Absent Dynasty can deploy on the field. So the Warden Guard Palace could offer some unique and powerful units, especially the Warden Guard Ranger. The Warden Guard Ranger has 2 additional range than Longbowman, as opposed to having better stats. And so that will be a 9 range Longbowman. Place on the center map, put them on some walls on the center map, then that's 11 range Longbowman, which is pretty much very close to the same range of the Berkshire Castle, which is 15, still quite a bit shorter, but can still provide the same effect. I think Warden Guard Longbowman can be a good alternative to the Berkshire Castle, as well as being a bit more mobile. As I mentioned before, and also the free trebuchets. You can get with the Warden Guard army, which is what, 2 spearmen, 2 crossbowmen for like 400 resources? Well, 2 spearmen, 2 crossbowmen, and a trebuchet. Not only is it cheaper than a trebuchet, you can also get out a couple spearmen and crossbows go along with it. Very, very cheap. If one goes for a good number of camels, Warden Guard footmen will be the excellent counter to that, since they are a heavy infantry unit that does bonus damage versus cavalry. Horsemen are going down, spearmen there. The king's almost down as well, being pursued by the lancer. Both players are very far from aging up, so it looks like both players are going to be eyeing for our extended castle age. The king is almost dead. Maybe send a scout, try to interrupt the movement of the lancer. Not really cutting corners all too well. Over here we've got the knights and lancers engaging. Knights have the lancers outnumbered. Wounded knight does fall back. Hopefully there's a monk on the field. The king is dead. Those knights are really bugging out. He may lose them. Spearmen engaging. There are hardened spearmen. No veteran spearmen research yet, but it is on the build queue. Knights falling on back. More housing being built. Some knights are wounded. The king's been redeployed.
تقدموا أيها الرجال النبلاء. تأدية الواجب ليست عبئا. حافظوا على صفوفكم أيها الفرسان.
Long live the king. The king was dead, and now long live him. Do now the lancers gain some good hits there on the villagers. Knight does intercept. One villager does go down, and the rest of the villagers do escape on out of there. The lancers taking some damage. The absent player does have a nice little village advantage since he's been getting some good kills. And now since some of these knights are out of combat, they're getting some good health regen benefits. I suppose if you don't have a monk, the king does provide good health benefits. The king is dead. Soon long live the king. Let's take some damage here, plus now there's a camel lancer. You can fall back to the abbey in order to get some health regen as well. It too can give good health regen, or in fact it is 6 health regen per second when auto combat. Longbowman being employed on the field, help engage those spearmen. Going for the veteran longbowman research. No blacksmith research on the way. The absent player does have +1 range armor and melee armor, as well as melee damage. Going for more range armor. No range damage, which is Not very common, but he's not deployed down any ranged units, so quite understandable. Though the +1 range damage will be useful to help put damage on the knights. They do have right now 4 armor. And Gearsome Town Center will, of course, can't be improved by those arrows. By those upgrades, blah, can't speak. Spearman wards away the knights. Knights are wounded. No king redeployment. They're just backing off from the gold mine. Almost also, there may be a breach there. It may be a good idea to start going for this lumber deposit and maybe just go for the safe one later. Villagers getting hit there, and that gold mine's almost depleted. 51 gold remaining. Villager does go down there. The English player almost has enough food to age on up. Got another longbow here, but they're not going to be good against the knights. They have 8 damage at the moment, no range damage right now, and the knights have 6 armor, so they only take 2 damage each from those longbowmen. And he's going for the Vanguard Palace. I think... I was gonna say, his opponent has not established himself in the center of the map yet. Could be possible he can sneak the Berkshire Castle there, but he is on more defensive. He's fighting against a larger force in the field. He knows his opponent has a good number of knights, so the Vanguard Palace may be a good idea if he wants to age up and not buy the Berkshire Castle. It gets a good number of traps there onto those Lancers. We do also got a single camera right there providing its powerful debuff against all these nearby knights. Does see all the spearmen, needs to keep his distance from them. It may be a good idea right now to go for some Vanguard Footmen. Vanguard Footmen will give him bonus damage versus those Lancers, while also having good armor against the spearmen, being a heavy infantry unit. They can't get affected by armor clad, so you don't have to worry about actually researching the upgrade, as well as you don't have to worry about getting the elite man-at-arms research. Or the early man-at-arms research in this case. Longbowman taking some damage. Vanguard Footman being pulled in the field. Knights heading up north, 6 sight being captured up by red. Got some spearmen there. Their pointy sticks are pretty good at stabbing monks. Who's going for a keep on the map? He's going to make a move into the gold in the center. This gold is being cleaned up. Claimed up. He knows this one is collecting from there. He saw that earlier. We're going to take an opportunity to start impaling these villagers. Looks like it's an attack move. You can tell by the flag. Ordering that single villager to be dead. Does get one villager there. Rest these forces rotating around. A round of Vanguard Footmen have been pulled in the field. Since Vanguard Footmen is such a rare unit, let's talk about them. They have only 3 melee armor, but 5 range armor, so they have more range armor than melee armor. They also get +5 versus cavalry, so they're doing 25 damage versus cavalry. They also have 280 health each. That is very significant, and plus they can always be affected by elite army tactics. The base damage is 20, which is basically man-at-arms melee damage when fully upgraded, with even with elite army tactics. Right now, the Vanguard Footmen come out as a fully upgraded man-at-arms and can still be upgraded further. Got some torches here, taking on this outpost. We also do see the Vanguard, cavalry or raiders. 3 horsemen, 3 knights. The horsemen are right now unupgraded. Also come for some Vanguard man-at-arms. Early man-at-arms research on the way. Knights and horsemen now engaging. Regular knights push right forward, getting some health regen benefits from the abbey, walking by it. Got some longbowmen here as well. He has elite longbowmen. Economic green research, since it has infinitely more viability than the trade wing. Sounds like the king went down. King's Player does also have 3 relics claimed, 1 relic picked up. Armor-clad elite mana or veteran man-at-arms research, or not veteran, standard man-at-arms research. No Elite Knight research, so he may be eyeing not to deploy out any further Knights, so he's going to skip the Elite Knight research and just use them as another force. Let's get out some more Wineguard footmen. Got some Mangonels here. We now got the Wineguard army, which does for 100, 200. You get 2 spearmen, 2 crossbowmen, and a trebuchet. Each spearman is 80, each crossbow is 120. So that's 400 resources there, which is cost 400, and just get a free trebuchet to go along with it. Crossbows will be useful to mix on in to help punch through his opponent's lancers, which he doesn't have a whole lot at the moment. Spearman's, hardened spearman's, doesn't have any of those resources as well. It's basically a trebuchet with some free units, extra fodder. Does get a spear brace there. Elite man-at-arms, elite spearmen. Going to see some hand cannons for the Absa player. Got a secondary trebuchet being built as well. That many spearmen, longbone are still a good item. And I think maybe some Wineguard Rangers could be very useful, but he does need some trebuchets help hitting these keeps. Flash projectiles wouldn't hurt as well, at least not him. The other Wineguard army being deployed on the field. Who's going for some stone walls here? Maybe those stone walls are being built too far out. Crossbows and hand cannoneers trying to deal with these English man-at-arms. He has +3 range damage, but nothing else in blacksmith research, the English player. So his longbones are glass cannons right now, does not have the arrow volley research. Be able to point out some spring gulls and mangonels, very nice. Absa didn't see course get free improved siege engineers. Nelco Citadels having research as well. Keep taking some damage there. Trying to push back forward, trying to hit those villagers. Very nice. Spring Gulls firing away. The Mangonels find a volley there on the man-at-arms and the Wineguard footmen. Nice charging way forward. Finds a hit on some of these villagers, and he goes straight for the siege weapons. Some longbowmen are getting tied up onto the keep. Not great. Got these man-at-arms trying to hit those Mangonels now. Some of the longbowmen getting hit by the Mangonels. One of the Mangonels do go down. Villagers being forced away from the keep. Some of the villagers going down as well. The villagers number is not even. Anything else on the hand cannoneers? Mangonel finds one more volley. Very small splash. And the English player's going back on off. He has the keep here as a backline defense. He did run out of stone here, so you can start clicking up this stone. So that's actually maybe a little bit too close. At least too close for comfort. Knight goes down there. More rocks hitting the keep. Spring Gulls hitting down south. Round of Wineguard Rangers now being put on the field. We do now have elite army tactics being researched by the English player as well. Will go down, removing one defensive placement from the map. He has done a good job of stealing this gold. He has no gold in reserve, so he can't afford to lose gold mine. These villagers may want to migrate to this one here. Mangonel finds an okay hit there. Some more hits there. Spring Guards have 10 range armor. The Elite Longbow have 12 damage. They actually do a little bit extra damage there. No incendiary arrows. Great hit there on those longbows. Get some more hits there. The village, I really believe they should rotate around to this gold deposit. Please continue collecting. And Cannoneers firing away. Another good hit there. And the Winegard arm being blown field. You see, there's a Winegard Ranger. They have right now +2 damage, +30 health, and the +3 damage, +30 health. And of course, a lot of extra range. So, it sounds like they're 33% more effective. And that extra range is going to be very useful. Their attack speed is still the same as well. Now they can pick off those Cannoneers themselves. They have this, and Blue does back in the game now. This is Android saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Let's see. Let's see, what map was that again? Oh, not that one. Yeah, it was this one there. I always forget that what that map's called. I remember when it was a custom map. Too short. Too short. Still too short. Oh, and I just realized again some of the previous months, so these replays are getting too old. I probably have already perused through them, or maybe already casted them. Oh, on to the next next player. Can't speak. Let's see. I guess that's not a name. The right person? Yes, and he has replays available. Oh, here we go. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. On top right side is the yellow Ayubids, we have Lucifero, capital N7. On bottom left side is the green Chinese, we have Valdemar. When it comes to map generation, I just realized there's hardly any wood on the sides of the map for the green player. He has 3 wood deposits pretty close by each other in the center of the map, which can create a pretty good natural barrier. His deer are both in the same direction. Very nice. He also killed one of the deer. Yellow did. And his boar spawned way over here for the Chinese player. Long some stone, a bit of gold. Good expansion location, but there's no natural cover. For yellow, he does have, of course, the berries there. Berries next to some deer out front, so they're a bit more exposed. He has quite a bit more stone over here, and his large gold and small gold is over here. Pumbaa is here, but of course he cannot claim it up, being Islamic. No pork allowed. Deer next bit of gold. Hard to say whose map generation is better. Green has no natural protection on the flanks, while yellow's is just very spread out and not really congested, except for right here. I never really like this map. Actually, most maps I don't really like. Sounds about right. Sheep has been delivered. Does not bop the sheep too far away. Lumber camp there. We do not have the age up. Remember as well, Ayubids are a little bit bugged where they don't have the age up shown up here. He's going for the military reinforcements, get a free Desert Raider every 2 minutes, and his cavalry can now build siege weapons. Looks like green killed off these deer. Spreading out quite nicely. I see 3. Can't really see the others. Is that one? Nope, that's just a branch. There's one right there. And there's one right there. So yeah, very spread out to say the least. Imperial Academy now being built. Desert Raider will be tasked to go right there. First Desert Raider course is deployed on the field. We'll probably see the Song Dynasty being pulled out pretty quickly with the Chinese players, so get his faster village production. Vatican Sun being deployed out right there. You know, this one's aged up. It's been pretty common right now for IB players to go for military reinforcements first. So may need to build it a little bit more aggressively. He's building up 7, which is pretty aggressive. Does get some shots there. Golden Age Tier 1 now active, getting plus 10 collection rate for all resources. Very powerful. Age up's now complete. But I think he really needs this age up first. More villages getting hit. And it was back off the Desert Raider now. Got some shots there. Scout moving around. Not collecting the berries anymore. Huh. Ayubids do collect the berries faster. Plus 30% faster collection rate with plus increased capacity. Unless he left one at 1. Maybe he's going to try to get another one very low as well. He may be eyeing to go for economic growth and trying to get a little bit more capacity onto them. The collection rate is slower and cheaper than those berries. In fact, right now berries are basically has almost the same collection rate as deer. Another additional free Desert Raider. It looks like the Chinese player is not eyeing for additional town center. Does have an outpost here. Looks like I'm going to be trying to stab that scout there. He does have now 4 Desert Raiders on the field. Trying to get some more shots there, doing some pretty good micro, but taking some more damage there. His range is 4.5 without a hand cannon or slit. The outpost range is 6. Ugh, sorry about that. He almost have enough resources to age on up. He's definitely eyeing for a faster castle. And Chinese players also eyeing for a fast castle as well. So probably going to be eyeing for the clock tower, astronomical clock tower, because Hunarf will rush out the Imperial Palace. The clock tower just generally is much, much better than a giant lighthouse. And he is going for economic growth, which gave him 8 villagers, as well as improve the capacity of the berries. This will help offset the Song Dynasty of the Chinese player. He will actually pull ahead in villagers for a time. And with additional 25% faster booting villagers. It's going to be somewhat hard to calculate all this. Each village 20 seconds. Potentially 5 increased villagers for the Chinese player. 1, they'll be at 34, so he'll be up to plus 1, plus 8. It will probably keep him relatively equal and perhaps slightly ahead for about like 3 minutes, which is will delay out the advantage of the extra Song Dynasty for quite some time. And he is going for Imperial Palace, so what do I know? Astronomical Clock Tower just offer great benefits and for a free siege workshop and having them much more healthy. But he may be eyeing just to get extra vision with the Imperial Palace for now. He may be eyeing for something very defensive if he wants extra vision. Doing some damage there. Some of these villagers getting hit as well as quite a bit of wood. And Canyon Slip now being researched as well on one of those on right here. It's helping keep this area nice and secure. Wheelbarrows and research both sides got improved wood collection technology. Additionally, right now the Ayyubid economy is also better, not only with the extra villagers, but also will keep. He has the plus 10% in collection rate, so the Ayyubid economy is just doing quite good. Now I got a massive round of camel lancers now being deployed on out. He's going to be eyeing for some aggression now. He does have 3 stables, so it'll be a 3x2 deployment of camel lancers. He's a dancer, has hand cannon slip firing away as well, which also improves the range of these garrison arrows. Takes out one there. Looks like he's supervising the monastery there. He's trying to pump out those monks to get out to grab some relics. Camel Lancer's now pushed way forward. He needs some spearmen. May need to supervise the barracks to get out more, supervise their training. A couple villagers will go down there, extending the Ayyubid lead. And good number of villagers now. 3 of them did go down there. These forces are taking some severe hits. And Canios, let's do punch through armor a little bit better. We'll be falling back. Keep his distance. We've got now the hardened spearman research. And as well as some crossbows in the way. More camel launchers being pulled on the field. 1 dervish on the field as well. Villagers there help choke up the map, as well as provide some more garrison space, villager storage space. Lancers push way forward. We'll find the Bratican of the Sun. No Spring Golden placement. He can afford it. Actually, no, he can't. The Ayyubid player has 350 stone. He may be eyeing for a secondary town center himself. Camel Lancer back out off Spearman there. There's a Camel Lancer fighting with the villagers. Camel Lancer goes down. These ones falling back as well. 4 villagers have gone down. Chinese players at 46 versus 48. Now put the Chinese player a couple minutes behind in villager production. And plus the Ayyubid's plus 10% income is very useful. Just assume plus 5 here. So the Chinese player is working at deficit. At least on gold income though, with his economic research. Imperial Official, I suppose he does have Imperial Officials as a counterbalance to the Golden Age Tier 1. Does take some damage there. Berries not, or deer not being collected up with the granary nearby. Go for an outpost here as well, very useful. Survival techniques now being deployed on out. Crossbows getting some good hits there on those Camel Lancers. Imperial Official does go down. Camel Lancers making their advance. No blacksmith research for either side. Good damage there. Central Sacred Site being catched up by Yellow. Yellow's cleaned up 3 relics. Green has claimed 1 and picked up another. Hardened Spearman research now on the way of the Chinese player. More Spearmen running around.
الفرسان يقفون مستعدين.
Does get a decent spear brace there.
تقدموا أيها الرجال النبلاء بالحال. لنركب أيها الفرسان. جميع الفرسان
Lancers moving around. Spearmen and crossbows there. Does go some walls. On the eye for these villagers now. They do get inside the various defensive emplacements. Get some good hits there. Lancers moving around. Do have villagers trying to get some of these deer down here. And the Lancers will make short work of it. As mentioned beforehand, there's no natural cover in this region. But his opponent does not have scouts in this area, so it's hard for him to see anything. Got double layer of walls there. Double spearmen there as well. Get some good hits.
نحن نتعرض لقصف شديد.
Dervish moving around, trying to capture some more sacred sites. Well, crossbows there. I'm not sure why they're there. They're not exactly a harassment unit.
الفرسان. نحن نتعرض لقصف شديد. بالحال.
Crossbows hitting villagers. Okay. Somehow he got some units here. Taking out some of the Yellow's villagers, not paying close enough attention. Green's not focus firing as well. He's actually losing a good number of villagers there. He's just lost, what, 5 villagers there? Battering Ram not going up for the Abbasid player. And still no response. He is losing a good number of villagers. All 6 sites captured up by Yellow. Camel Lancer does go down. Economic research for both sides. Both their level 2 food. There's the villagers. He lost far too many villagers. That just wiped out his villager lead by a good margin. And that was just 2 crossbows and a spearman. Wolf gains some bites here.
نتعرض للقصف. الآن يا رجال.
استعدوا أيها المحاربون، لدينا أوامر.
تفقدوا أسلحتكم وتقدموا. تقدموا بشجاعة.
He's trying to decapture some of these Sarah sites.
آلاتك مستعدة.
Baron's connecting right there. Spearman trying to charge on this dervish.
ما أوامر؟
We got Nessa Beast here. Just a regular old Nessa Beast. It does not have the clock tower. Astronomical clock tower. A good number of archers not being put up by the Ayubid player. He hits on these forces. Targeting the sun, taking some damage. Goes Duke inside the outpost. Not fortified, nor is it upgraded. Spearman gives me archers, he's going to the Desert Raiders. Nessa Bees find a good volley down those archers. Camelot just moving around to find some more villagers. He does find some. He does find some more there. Spearman needs to push down south. Nessa Bees gets a good volley there. Battering Ram will be cleaned on up. Do you also have some Palace Guard deployed on the field? Camel Lancer's falling on back now. We do have, of course, Palisade walls here. This villager may go down. She is carrying 30 deer meat. Hamster still trying to fall back. Got a bit of walls here. These walls are of course opened up. Elam here.
الفرسان يقفون مستعسيروا أيها الفرسان النبلاء العظام.
Spring Gold being put on the field. You also got the Mangonel as well.
حافظوا على صفوفكم.
There's the IBET unique variant, which has have the additional Incendiary Barrage ability. I always don't know how to pronounce it.
已做好准备，执行命令。
Sacred Side Victory is still counting up. The IB player actually has quite a bit of gold and has 0 villagers on gold. That's the power of having all Sacred Sites and 3 relics. That is a mass amount of gold income, though maybe some of it's just moving to different locations. Okay, starting to shrink down a little bit. Has Golden Age tier 3 as well. Those villagers produce a little bit faster. So the villager queue numbers will be quite even, though the Chinese player does have secondary town center along with yellow. Archers get some damage there. Does have Sultan's Mamluks. Spring Gold does take a hit there. Mangonel fires a volley there, gets good damage. Getting some damage there. Spearman trying to pursue these Camel Lancers. Good volleys there. Bring us 2 Spring Golds remaining. It gets a good hit there. 1 Mangonel remains. And some of these Spring Golds are getting distracted. Yeah, they're getting distracted, not hitting the target. Mangonel does go down. This horse is quite wounded, gets more damage there. He actually is not taken out, taking more damage there. Those do save it. Yellow's horse is being cleaned up now. Being tracked a little bit there, and the rest of the yellow forces are falling back. There's another regroup, another wave. I plays plenty of wood and gold. You can go for more siege weapons if you so choose. Additionally, you may want to eye for a bit of food to age up again. There are some trade posts on the map. Ultrawing Advancement would be pretty cheap. And I don't think the Trading Room Bazaar, I don't know how profitable those trades are, but I don't think anything you get from that's going to be really worth it in this age or next age. It's probably almost free.
لقد انتهى الأمر.
已准备好流血与战斗。
لا، نحن تحت القصف.
Let's take a shot there. Spring Golds firing away, getting some damage. We've got 2 Nested Bees, 3 Spring Golds on both sides. Nested Bee gets a bit of chip damage there. Yellow does lose a Spring Gold. Another Spring Gold goes down there. Yellow does take 1 shot, does lose another one. 1 Spring Gold remains, severely wounded. Nested Bees getting some good damage there. Nested Bees a bit more generous than Mangonels, so they don't care what they hit as long as they hit good groups of units. Now we've got the tower being repaired on up. Multiple Spring Golds now being poured on out by the Gilans and Archers. This player has 2 Spring Golds, 2 Nests of Bees, none Clock Tower variant. He's starting to go for more Palace Guards. Palace Guards will be hit pretty hard from the Gilans, so they have higher attack speed, while Palace Guards do have lower armor.
مفهوم. الآن يا رجال.
Yellow's moving around, eyeing just a bit of a general move. And I think he just... Oh, Golden Age Tier 4 and the Sacred Site Victory at the same time. I was thinking, did he just get 2 Sacred Sites at the same time? But nope, got 2 different things at the same time. Golden Age Tier 4 makes the siege weapons even cheaper now.
我应该会比我更长久。
لا
more Palace Guard being put on the field. Spring Gold's moving around, trying to find his opponent's siege units. I don't think he is critical to keep alive. Losing the village would actually put him pop cap, so he can't really lose the village. But they're pretty cheap to replace.
إنهم يطلقون علينا.
And now there's age 4 for the Ayyubid player. With full culturing advancement, right? Probably. I don't see additional dervishes, so he's definitely wants culturing advancement. Don't see going for additional dervishes. Healing speed in age 4 is useful. You get the dervishes using age 3 to get the relics quickly. So I got a gatehouse going up here, the Great Gatehouse. He has a number of villagers on both sides. This time he is going to be mass building it. The villagers have been given a stop order. SB is firing away. He's going to take time to build on through, but looks like he's not break on through in time. Great Gatehouse making some severe damage. He's broken on through. Got only 4 villagers on the side. If this gets built and these guys still in range, they're going to receive a massive volley from 2 nested bees. It's built, and there's the nested bees volley. Getting some massive damage on those 4. Spring Gold. Both sides have a good number of Spring Golds in the field. Crossbows push way forward. They hit those Gilams quite nicely. Palace Guards push way forward. Got a bunch of archers in the back line. Not a whole lot of crossbows, only some. He does have elite Gilams and elite archers now in the field. Couple Gilams there, slowly moving it down by the keep. I4 now being researched, reinforcing those tiny wall segments with more stone walls. Traps some of his villagers there, so gets a tiny gatehouse there.
تقدموا اسحبوا أسلحتكم.
Up north is that Palace Guard. Up is a wolf. So these villagers getting bitten quite significantly, especially this lady.
لا أريد كلام.
We have a yellow keep over here. Yellow's going to try to set up fortifications around his opponent's base. He's denying this gold income and starting cleaning up this gold deposit. This gold deposit over here and here are still open. The Chinese player could expand out to it. We got an outpost there. Chinese player is being a bit too passive inside his base and needs a break on out. The village does go down. Does not put in pop cap. Elite Palace Guard now being researched as well as battle hardened. SB is firing away, getting some damage on those Gilans. Back Spring Golds forward. Desert Raider there. Yellow Spring Gold does go down. Green does not have siege engineer, so can't quickly build out battery rams to take out this keep. SB gets a great volley there and didn't dodge it whatsoever. These siege engineers have been researched. Spring Golds straight forward. Takes out both in one volley there, very nice. Bone Age tier 5 now active, so now he has cheaper camels, if I remember correctly. Oh no, camel units attack faster.
很好地完成了一个工作。
Trying to torch down some of these other structures. Chinese players going for Bombard and more Palace Guard. He may want to start getting to Yuan Dynasty. He doesn't really need the Song Dynasty's extra village production. Yuan Dynasty will of course give his Palace Guards extra speed to really make them charge forward and close distances. Very useful. Palace Guards now charging way forward. Those collecting up that gold. Got these archers and Gilon's pretty forward. We'll find a good number of crossbows. He has only red crossbows, no elite crossbows. He maybe not eyeing to go for elite crossbows. Maybe eyeing for eventually hand cannon near compositions, and pyrotechnics is a very good upgrade for the Chinese. Does take out some villagers there. Some villagers will escape on out. Archers will go on down. Crossbows push forward. Gilon's getting some hits on these villagers. Great gatehouse fires. Tracks those units quite nicely. Springgold providing fire support. Scout here as well. These units will be cleaned on up. More Palace Guard on the build queue. He is having trouble with reproduction, even though it has a good queue going. Simply not getting put on out in the field fast enough. Other than SB firing away, getting some decent damage. Palace Guard falling him back, getting some damage. Bombard firing away, getting some damage from that keep. Gets another good volley there. Another keep going on up. The keep is taking some holes. Six side victory, 3 minutes as well. It's not looking good for green. Local doggo still getting some bites. This gold deposit has mostly been cleaned on up. Also taking time to get some stone walls over here as well. Green's gold selection is very, very small right now. Go for a bit of stone here. Yellow's seizing the gold on the map and spending it as well. Actually, normal clock tower being built, so I'll get in the unit dynasty to get an extra movement speed. Bombard does fire shot. Elite army attachments also being released as well. These palaces are going to get much better very soon. Extra speed and health and damage. Let's get that unit. Charge forward, got a number of crossbows here. Palace Guard pushing way forward. Unit density is not complete, so now they're moving much quicker, almost same speed as horsemen. When they get their charge, definitely move faster than horsemen. Or should I say knights, but either way, at this point, when they charge, they are actually faster than horsemen. Six side victory, 2 minutes. Gilon's on the front line. They're of course good fighters. Crossbows here, finding good defense. Got keep here. He may be ready to get dogpile on that point. More barracks now being put up by the Chinese players, trying to get out more Palace Guard. He's running very low on resources. The IUB player has plenty of wood and gold, actually lacking a bit of food. Going for a good number of crossbows. Villagers being brought on forward, trying to hold back these Palace Guard. Which is actually pulling fine for yellow. He has resource reserve. This gold deposit almost cleaned on up, so might as well just evacuate the villagers now. It's not much there for green to claim. Villagers preparing up a culvert. None of the 6 sites being decaptured. He has a good amount of golden come from them as well. And green just taking time to hack apart villagers, not decapturing the Sacred Site. He needs to get out something there. Send some Palace Guard onto the point. Gilon's rotating around trying to intercept. Sacred Site starting to be decaptured now. Gilon's figuring on top of the point to stop the decapture. Oh, he's got off of it. Now the timer is paused, but the point is still captured. More Gilons there. Gilons looks like they will win out here. Gilons have pretty much twice attack speed as Man at Arms and Palace Guard, offering a little bit less damage. And a lot more health. 270 health versus right now 252. Overall DPS on the Gilons are going to be much higher than Palace Guard. And that 6 site looks like will be held. 35 seconds remain. More Palace Guard turn before. We'll find a bunch of crossbows. SFBs do get a good volley there. Sega site's been captured. Good number of walls there. And yep, that's gonna be game. Palace Guard still streaming the way forward. And that is the end of the replay. That's Angrade saying, thank you for watching.